Cool, so let's have a look at how some different types of malt affect the flavors and colors of the beer. So we talked about base malt, right? Now this is Pilsner or ale malt. Wheat malt can be included in there as well. This is going to be 95% of the type of malt that you're going to use in an average recipe, and that's really there to provide sugars and literally, as the word base, something that you can add other types of malt on top of to get more depth of complexity with colors and aromas. So here's an example of a beer that uses a really good amount of base malt. This is 312, our classic flagship urban wheat ale, and this is just Pilsner and wheat malt. Nice and simple. You can see the color there, really nice and light, just a really beautiful straw, almost light golden kind of color. And the flavors you can get from this are going to be really biscuity, a little bit kind of like some crackers, some cornflakes, really nice and clean. So if we want to add a little bit more depth, the next step would be to look at using some of this crystal malt. Now this is where they take the base malt and then they slowly cook it inside before caramelizing those sugars, which is going to give you a bit of a toffee, burnt sugar kind of flavor. It'll also give you a nice bit of color to the beer. In this situation, we've got a Honker's Ale. It's got a really nice little bit of a copper kind of color to it. There's a very small percentage of that caramel malt goes in there. It's just going to give that little bit of extra body, color and aroma, which in this case would be a light sort of crackery, almost bready, dried fruit kind of aroma. The next step, when you get into the big leagues here, you want to start looking at some roasted malts. Now this is for anything that's got black color like stout or porter, and in this case we've got a beautiful example with Bourbon County Stout. This is a big, bold and beautiful imperial barrel-aged stout, which uses a lot of this roasted malt. Now you need a very small percentage of this malt, less than 4% in some cases would give you that big coffee chocolatey aroma. If you go much more than that, you're going to get quite burnt and astringent, so got to be careful with this guy right here. All right, Fraser from Goose Island. Keep drinking the good stuff.